On May 19, 2024, the Ayatollah thought his nuclear program was untouchable. He thought his air defenses were impenetrable. He thought Tehran was safe. He was catastrophically wrong. Within 72 hours, a coordinated strike changed the entire Middle East, and nobody saw it coming. For decades, Tehran constructed a fortress of deterrence. Layered air defense batteries, hardened underground bunkers, and a vast web of regional allies shielded the Islamic Republic's most sensitive assets. The ruling clerics operated under the firm belief that their strategic depth made them immune to direct military retaliation. The 72-hour operational window starting on May 19, 2024, dismantled this assumption. This operation went far beyond a localized border skirmish or a routine tactical trade of fire. The target was the very foundation of the regime's sovereignty, placing its nuclear ambitions, domestic stability, and regional authority on the line. By striking highly defended command hubs and research centers deep inside the country, the assault exposed the stark gap between Tehran's projection of visible power and its actual technological limits. In a single rapid sequence, precision defeated mass deployment. Ideological resolve proved no match for superior electronic warfare and coordinated intelligence. This was a direct challenge to the regime's survival, proving that no amount of geographic depth could guarantee safety and resetting the balance of power across the entire Middle East. For nearly half a century, the Iranian state apparatus deliberately engineered a multi-layered shield designed to make any foreign confrontation appear too costly to contemplate. The foundation of this defense relied not just on physical armor, but on the strategic projection of the unstoppable escalation. Tehran used its nuclear program as the ultimate geopolitical lever, keeping international adversaries perpetually off balance by slowly spinning centrifuges closer to weapons-grade output without crossing the final red line. In the skies, the regime branded itself as a pioneer of asymmetric warfare. Instead of maintaining a costly conventional air force, the military focused on mass-producing cheap, long-range drone networks. These swarms became a signature export, demonstrating that low-cost technology could bypass high-tech systems and penetrate hostile territory. Outside its borders, Iran established a spiderweb of proxy forces, creating a forward-deployed foreign legion in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. This network extended Tehran's reach to the Mediterranean and the Red Sea, effectively holding regional shipping lanes and foreign capitals hostage. But the true power of this architecture lay in its psychological weight. The regime understood that the perception of invulnerability carried just as much weight as actual hardware. By projecting an image of reckless defiance and absolute command over regional proxies, Tehran convinced its adversaries that any strike on Iranian soil would trigger an uncontrollable regional conflagration. It was a strategy built on the threat of mutual ruin, a calculated gamble that the world would always choose concession over conflict. The air assault began with a synchronized, multi-wave barrage. More than 300 missiles and drones surged toward their targets in a calculated sequence to systematically overwhelm the defense network. F-15 Strike Eagles operated as the long-range delivery platforms, using standoff positions to launch their payloads from relative safety. These heavy fighters carried specialized, high-yield bunker-busting ordnance engineered to punch through meters of reinforced concrete and destroy hardened military installations deep underground. To reduce the response window to near zero, the strike package deployed weapons traveling at roughly Mach 8. At 8 times the speed of sound, these ultra-fast projectiles compress the reaction time of ground stations to mere seconds, leaving automated tracking systems incapable of calculating intercept trajectories. While these high-speed weapons closed the distance, Delilah standoff missiles acted as precision surgical tools. These accurate systems navigated around geographical obstacles to neutralize specific radar nodes and command hubs. At the same time, swarms of autonomous drones flooded the airspace. Operating as a low-cost saturation layer, these expendable units filled radar screens with hundreds of false signatures, forcing defensive batteries to waste ammunition on decoys. By the time the Central Command in Tehran recognized the coordination of the attack, their entire defensive architecture was already lagging behind the threat. Iranian Air Force pilots scrambled their fighters and roared off the tarmacs, but they took off into an environment where command and control had already collapsed. They were chasing ghosts in a blind airspace, completely unable to intercept the precision fire raining down on their positions. State media in Tehran immediately broadcasted a narrative of flawless defense, asserting that air defense batteries successfully intercepted 99% of all incoming weapons. Military commanders presented the night as a triumph of domestic technology, reassuring the public that the regime's airspace remained entirely secure. But the physical evidence left behind by the strike package exposed a completely different reality. Forensic damage assessments and high-resolution satellite imagery showed that not a single targeted strategic installation escaped harm. Smoke plumes and structural collapses marked key command centers and military research hubs. The hardware tasked with stopping the onslaught failed when tested. The Russian-designed S-300 family, long celebrated by the regime as an impenetrable shield, operated like the legacy Cold War technology it is. Its tracking radar and fire control systems could not calculate the arrival of modern precision payloads. At the same time, the indigenous IRAM-140 system, heavily promoted by military planners as a breakthrough in self-sufficiency, was exposed as a paper tiger. The system failed to track low-altitude threats, leaving primary targets completely unprotected. Faced with undeniable physical destruction, the regime's air defense leadership chose institutional denial. While commanders issued official statements celebrating their supposed victory, security forces scrambled to seal off coordinates and suppress local accounts of explosions. State television broadcasted footage of empty skies and tranquil cityscapes, while recovery teams struggled to contain fires at highly classified facilities. The collision between Tehran's triumphant propaganda and the reality of the ruined complexes exposed a deep vulnerability, proving that the regime's most prized defenses could not withstand a coordinated, high-tech assault. Every capital across the Middle East watched the fallout. This 60-second display of dominance redefined how regional power is calculated, delivering a stark warning to every watching regime. For decades, military strength was measured by the sheer volume of forces and the size of standing armies. That era is over. The strike proved that mass deployment no longer guarantees security when faced with superior intelligence and flawless precision. In modern warfare, massive numbers matter far less than targeting quality. Even Tehran's long-standing nuclear posturing, once its ultimate shield against foreign intervention, lost its psychological deterrent value overnight. The projection of strength was shattered, leaving the regime exposed to its rivals. Subscribe to the channel to follow this unfolding conflict. Tehran faced three stark choices: escalate directly and risk absolute military destruction, accept quiet defeat, or retaliate through proxy forces. Under intense pressure, the Ayatollah chose the proxies. Dozens of drone attacks launched from combat positions in Syria and Iraq ended as intercepted failures, proving that the old regional playbook of deniable warfare was broken. This battlefield failure forced immediate long-term changes. Engineering crews pushed nuclear enrichment activities further underground into heavily fortified mountain strongholds, designed to withstand the heaviest bunker busters. Military scientists accelerated the development of hypersonic missiles and advanced unmanned weapons platforms, while Tehran forged a tighter, more active strategic axis with Russia and China. The shadow war has not ended. It has simply retreated into the dark, preparing a next phase that will be more hidden, more desperate, and far more dangerous. Today, the illusion of invulnerability is shattered. As Tehran races to bury its nuclear ambitions deeper underground, technology has permanently outpaced ideology. The shadow war is dead, replaced by a volatile new era of high-tech deterrence. Subscribe for more deep-dive geopolitical breakdowns.